Cleopatra VII Philopator, commonly known simply as Cleopatra, remains one of the most famous figures from ancient history, known for her intelligence, political acumen, and romantic liaisons with Roman leaders Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Her life was marked by ambitious schemes and dramatic events that shaped the final years of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt and its interactions with the expanding Roman Empire. Early life and ascension to power, birth and lineage. Cleopatra was born in 69 BC in Alexandria, Egypt, to Ptolemy XII Auletes and possibly Cleopatra V Tryphaena. She was a member of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a family of Macedonian Greek origin that ruled Egypt after Alexander the Great's death. Education. Cleopatra was educated by philosophers, mathematicians, and astronomers. Unlike many of her forebears, she was fluent in several languages and was the first Ptolemaic ruler to learn the Egyptian language. Reign and co-rulers. Early rule with her father. Cleopatra initially ruled alongside her father, Ptolemy XIV, and later with her brothers, Ptolemy XIII and XIV, whom she married in keeping with Egyptian tradition, though these marriages were in name only and intended to legitimize her reign. Sole reign and alliances. Her early reign was unstable, marked by economic difficulties, famine, and political conflict. Cleopatra was briefly exiled by Ptolemy XIII's advisors, but she quickly amassed an army to reclaim her throne. Relationship with Julius Caesar. Alliance with Caesar. Cleopatra's alliance with Julius Caesar was both a political maneuver and a personal relationship. She famously met Caesar in 48 BC, having herself smuggled into the royal palace in Alexandria, wrapped in a carpet. She sought his support to regain the throne from her brother. Caesar's civil war. Cleopatra's involvement provided Caesar valuable resources during his civil wars. Following a short war in Alexandria, also known as the Alexandrian War, Cleopatra was reinstated as queen. Birth of Caesarion. Cleopatra and Caesar had a son, Ptolemy XV Philopator Philometor Caesar, popularly known as Caesarion, whom Cleopatra claimed was Caesar's heir, a point of contention in Rome. Relationship with Mark Antony. Political and romantic alliance. After Caesar's assassination in 44 BC, Cleopatra aligned with Mark Antony, who was, along with Octavian and Lepidus, part of the second triumvirate ruling Rome. Antony and Cleopatra's relationship solidified with the birth of their three children, Alexander Halios, Cleopatra Selene, and Ptolemy Philadelphus. The donations of Alexandria. In 34 BC, during the donations of Alexandria, Antony declared Cleopatra and her children rulers over various eastern territories, which outraged Rome and particularly Octavian, Antony's political rival. Downfall and death. Conflict with Rome. Cleopatra's support of Antony against Octavian, later Augustus, led to the ultimate decline of her reign. Following their defeat at the Battle of Actium in 31 BC, Antony and Cleopatra retreated to Egypt. Suicide. In 30 BC, as Octavian's forces closed in on Alexandria, Antony and Cleopatra committed suicide. Cleopatra died reportedly by the bite of an asp, although the exact means of her death remains a topic of debate among historians. Legacy. Cultural significance. Cleopatra is often portrayed as a figure of political intelligence and seductive charm. She has been the subject of numerous literary and dramatic works, including several plays by Shakespeare and operas. Historical impact. Cleopatra's life and reign signify the complex dynamics of the interactions between Roman and Egyptian powers and the role of powerful women in the ancient world. Cleopatra's life story is rich with themes of power, romance, and tragedy, her legacy enduring through both the historical record and the many dramatizations of her story in the arts and popular culture.